Hey friends, today I'm going to do something a little bit different. Of course, you know my channel is a lifestyle reseller, women over 50 business. So I'm going to always do different and random things. It's not going to always be reselling related. I want to have fun and mix it up and hopefully relate to people all over the place. And today I'm just going to do something fun. You like my shirt, Women Empower Women. And I just want to do something fun. My husband Thomas came home with this book. It's called 14 Things to Be Happy About. For the most part, I consider myself to be a happy person. And I know happiness is a state of mind. You can't be happy all the time. So I'd rather say that I am content most of the time, that I'm satisfied just to be alive. So I'm going to pick between 3 to 5 topics. It's just like one-liners and just say something about that. I think it would be fun. What do you think? So stay tuned. So as I indicated in the intro, I'm just going to pick 3 to 5 sayings out of this book. Is 14,000 Things to Be Happy About. The Happy Book by Barbara Ann Kipfer, Kipfer. This is what it looks like. It's a cute little book. Look at that little happy face. And I think she has another book called The Happy Book. So I'm going to just flick through it. It's like pretty thick, 14,000 things. And come up with, like, wherever the page lands, I'll pick out one from each page. Okay, right off the bat, clean sheets. who doesn't like a good clean sheet? You know, you go to the hotel, right? And that's the best thing about going to the hotel. Clean sheets, clean blankets, clean linen, and you can just lay back and go, ah. I feel the same way about my sheets at home, that I like to have clean sheets. I love them fresh from the wash and the dryer, and I put them on the bed with my pillowcases, and it's such a wonderful thing. It's like, I don't know who can sleep in dirty sheets, but I love clean sheets. It's nothing like them. And the challenge is knowing how to make your bed with sheets, right? I used to be a candy striper, so I learned to do like the corner, you know, how it was, there was no fitted sheets in the hospital. There were flat sheets, so you had to fit the corners. And I guess they teach you that in the Army, and, you know, Martha Stewart and Marie Kondo. So clean sheets, that's really something to be happy about. Let's see. Oh, as a baker and a semi-professional cook, searching in cookbooks for something new for dinner. That to me is really fun. I really liked it when my children were growing up, that I could pull out cookbooks. I used to have children's cookbooks, and they could each go in and pick once a week. So I taught my children how to cook at a very young age, and taught them how to read recipes and measure. And so we would do that as part of, like, I homeschooled for 8 years. So part of our homeschool routine, pull out the cookbook, and each week, each child could pick. And of course, every week it was like pizza. But I love cookbooks. I love a good cookbook. And I also love a cookbook that has a great story behind it. So definitely going to a cookbook and finding a recipe, and also that recipe that you can keep coming back to. I have cookbooks downstairs. I kept about 5. I used to have about 55 of my best cookbooks, and fold the page down, making notes. You can see splatters from sauces or baking. I have crusted from like flour and cookie dough and all kinds of stuff. So yes, definitely searching in cookbooks for something new for dinner, and dessert as well is a good one. Let's see. Oh, this is a good one. A bag of donut holes. Do you know the holes is the best part? So Dunkin' Donuts, when they came out with the donut holes, you could not tell me anything. So, like, there are probably people out there thinking, if I just eat 3 donut holes, I'm not going to gain any weight, or it's not going to be as many calories. Who are you kidding, right? But the donut hole is the best. You get a bag. And speaking of that, my daughter, which is really funny, she used to go to high school. She just graduated from high school, but I would take her in her junior year to school and pick her up. And even her senior year, when I had to pick her up, she was done. She couldn't catch the bus home, so I would go and get her. And she was like, "Can we stop at Dunkin' Donuts?" And she would get in the car with a box of donut holes. And I'm like, so are you going to share? And she's, "Oh, I just got these for myself." Like, seriously, can I just like have one? And it would like really hurt her feelings to give me one donut hole. So I started like leaving her alone, you know. But that is really funny. The donut hole is the best part of the donut. A couple more. Let's see. And guys, comment, let me know if you like this kind of quirky stuff. As I people are so serious, you know. I want my, you know, I want my channel to be monetized, but I also want to people to come and have fun and see that I'm different, and then it's not like serious, and we're not always talking about making money. Just like, I just wanted to randomly do this. I think it's really cool. So let me go through. Let's see. Oh, this was so funny that I came back to this as I was just going through to think about if I wanted to do a video. I flicked through this, and so the one that I came up with, the love of the good things we ate in our childhood, the love of the good things we ate in our childhood. So you can go different ways about that. For me, it was all about the junk food. It was the junk food, and I grew up in a time where you can go to the store with a couple pennies and get some penny candy or some penny cookies. You just go. It used to be the old time school stores where the candy would be in these jars, and the store owner would literally count out the candy for you. So I was a girl who loved Lemon Heads, Mike and Ike's. What else did I like? Oh my gosh. They used to have these lemon cookies that I'm from Philly, so it was like the pretzels and the water ice. It's water ice. And so much junk, it won't come to me now. So much stuff that I just used to love. I loved it. It was very tasty, but my mother was not very happy because I developed cavities very early on. So she was constantly taking me to the dentist, and they were like, "Listen, they're really minor now, but if you keep eating, it's going to get crazy." But I loved all the junky food. I was really picky about like regular food. Like my mom would make stuff like liver and chicken livers, and I didn't like greens back then. I didn't like stuffing back then. A lot of the stuff I do like now, but I was really picky about regular food. But give me some snack again from Philly, the Tasty Cakes, man. Nabisco, the Nabisco store was on a major street in Philly, and you can smell it. So those things, and also I like the fact that I just brought that nostalgic moment back. Wow, the love of good things we ate in our childhood. Good things, but not necessarily good for us. Okay, this is the last one I'm going to do. Let's see. Oh, this is a good one. A cake baking. I'm a professional baker, but my career started when I was 6 years old, and I keep putting six in my head. I don't know why. It was the same year that my brother died, so I think maybe that's why my grandmother did it. But when I was young, it probably was older. Six is in my head. I have a lot of memories from that year, so it sticks with me, and I always say six. But when I was younger, my grandmother handed me a box of Betty Crocker. You guys familiar with Betty Crocker cake mix? And she said, "Go get all the ingredients out of the refrigerator and the cabinets to make this cake, and the eggs, the milk, you know." And she showed me how to use the mixer and everything, and pour the cake batter, stick it in the oven. And then that was where my love of baking began. The smell of a nice vanilla cake, oh my gosh, like to the nostrils, it's like the greatest thing. And so from then I've been baking ever since I was young. And then I started to experiment on my own and make scratch cakes, and it's nothing like the smell of a chocolate cake, the carrot cake, a red velvet. Or I have a family recipe that I actually sell. If you want to copy, you can click the Resellers Passion link in my bio, resellerspassion.com. As a digital download, I sell my family's recipe for a 7-Up cake. It smells so good. It's like a lemon pound cake because you make with 7-Up, and it's just delicious. So it's nothing like the smell of a cake baking in the oven. So thank you for indulging me, friends. I appreciate it.